does not.
Hi everyone, we're going to go check out the foreigner shops in Itaewon today. Hi everyone, this is Simon from English Family in Korea, and this week we're going to go have a look at the Itaewon foreigner shops. Thought we'd start off our long journey with a bit of bubble tea. Stopped off at my daughter's favourite bubble tea place. So to get to Itaewon we've got to take the subway, which is about a 5-minute walk from our house. It's a relatively new line, so it's really nice and modern. The machines are easy to use. You just sort of select how many tickets you want, it tells you the price. You can pay cash or card. And there you go. Usually you don't have to buy a card, but because the kids don't have their own credit cards or debit cards, the kids need a card. Adults don't usually have one, they just usually use their phone or their credit card to pay. This is the subway map. That's the whole of Seoul. It's really extensive, so you can get pretty much anywhere in the city, including to the burbs as well. You can go to Bucheon, you can go to Incheon, you can go to Ujeongbu, Paju. There's loads of places you can go outside of Seoul on the subway. It goes really far. These monitors tell you when your train is coming, so ours is coming in 3 minutes. So they have the screens in the subway so that no one jumps onto the track. The subways are well used. Over 7 million people use the Seoul subway system each day. Sometimes you get a seat, sometimes you don't. We had to change, which was lucky really, because after the bubble teas the kids were bursting for the loo. This is the Han River. This is the main river that goes through Seoul. And then one more stop. No trip on the subway would be complete without some manju. Every time we pass a manju shop on the subway the kids are demanding, so we have to get some. They're little cakes that are filled with custard and they're baked fresh. They're really amazing. Just check that out. Nice. Okay, so here we are in Itaewon. You just scan your card again. And then you can go to these machines here. You put your card in and it gives you your deposit back on the card. It gives you 500 won back so that you don't take your card with you. And then you use exit 4 in Itaewon station, which takes you right into the middle of Itaewon. I have to say it's changed quite a bit since I was last here. I was last here, it was well over 12 years ago, but there's been a lot of closures and I think probably COVID did a lot of damage. There's a lot of empty shops. This used to be a bustling market street. There are still some places you can still get some tat jewellery, you can still find the bag shops and things. There's still tailors here, but there's quite a few empty shops on this street. This is the sort of the main drag. Down at the end of the street was the old army base. So we walked down the street and then we decided to check out the World Food Street. So up the alley, up the hill a little bit. And this is the sort of start of it. There are some decent places. We got there about 3 o'clock, so the restaurants were not very full. There's a traditional British pub, just like back home. And here we are, this is the food street. So it starts with gelato. The kids were immediately drawn with that, so we said we'd get some later. And then we took a walk down here. So there's all kinds. You know, there's singing rooms, you can get Indian food, Pakistani food, Mexican. There's pubs galore, loads of nightclubs and bars. Japanese drinking places here. You can get loads of nice selection. It is really good. Itaewon's definitely worth checking out for the food. Sometimes, you know, you're craving a bit of foreign food. Itaewon does it good. There's a tapas bar there.
seen so many.
This taco place the kids were interested in, so we said we'd go check out the rest of the street. There's some Korean food, and then we might come back to that place. So this here, we thought we'd pay our respects. This is where the Halloween disaster happened. This is the alleyway where everyone got crushed last year. It was along the food street, so my son wanted to leave a message, so he wrote on the remembrance board.
How did they die? Like,
So after paying our respects, we walked back up the alley and we carried along the street. Some of these bars were a little desperate to get customers in, so they were standing in there trying to pull us in, even though I had kids with me. She wasn't bothered, she wanted me to go inside. I was like, no, I'm alright. These ladies here, we were kind of wondering what these were doing. They were waiting to have their fortune read. That place had a line of people continuously the whole time we walked up and down. We walked up and down about 3 or 4 times. There were always 20 people standing outside. So here we are, Jude eating the tacos. First time he'd ever eaten a taco. Getting into the Mexican spirit there with his hat. I ordered 4 because I thought we were going to share, but he ended up eating all of them anyway. And then here we go. This is what we came for. Itaewon also has a bunch of these foreigner shops. So this is Pakistani owned, this shop. So it's really good for picking up curry spices and bits and pieces. You really can't find anything like this in Korean supermarkets.
Put it back in the freezer when we get home.
No, because it would be thawed out by the time we get home.
We bought a bunch of curry powder. We got some chickpeas. Cecilia wanted some cookies, so we got that as well. And then we got some chocolate covered dates there as well from Saudi Arabia. Couldn't buy too much because I only had a small bag on me. I didn't want to go mad. Couldn't help herself, but Cecilia got a bounty as well. After that, the kids were hungry again, so we found this shawarma place. Jude was drawn to the shawarma, so we went inside. We ordered a couple of sandwiches, and Cecilia had a wrap. Food was good, really fresh, lovely. Nice sandwiches as well. Here we go, Jude's first time eating shawarma.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
It was about 8,000 won for a sandwich. It was really good value. The place was packed. It was probably the busiest restaurant in Itaewon, to be honest. They had a bakery next door as well, which said baklava. After that, we bought some gelato. Kids had mango and passion fruit. It was more like a sorbet, but it was absolutely lovely.
It's really good.
Was it good?
So oh my god.
Once the kids had finished their ice cream, it was time to go.
Okay, did you have a good day?
yes.
Yeah, what did
So
you like?
did I.
What did you like about Itaewon?
There's a lot of shops and food.
All the food was delicious. I had the tacos, they were amazing. And I had, what else did I have? Oh yeah, I had the gelato. The gelato was amazing too. And I had shawarma there too. It was also delicious.
Which was the best one?
Probably
Can't decide.
the ice cream.
Maybe like the tacos and the ice cream or something.
Cool.
Shawarma maybe comes in last because I had like gelato and tacos, and the tacos were delicious.
Okay, and would you go again?
I would go to the taco place again, definitely.
Are you looking forward to going to Itaewon again?
Yes.
Definitely.
Alright, sound.
And that's it. Thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss a video. And I'll see you next time. Thanks very much. Bye.